Today we have gathered here for the inauguration of certificate programs, that is, certificate course in taxation and certificate course in computerized accounting. Now, I welcome our HOD, Jeffrey Sir, to deliver the welcome speech.
Good morning all. Department of Commerce has always strived for the betterment of our students. Today marks a very important day for the department. A commerce student must have knowledge in both taxation and computers or the information technology. Here in St. Albert's College, we offer BCom Finance and Taxation, where students focus mainly on the taxation aspects, and another one, BCom Computer Applications, where students learn more about information technology, tally, etc. We do have another program, BCom Corporation, where students learn more about cooperative societies. In the current scenario, a student must not ignore computers and taxation. Both these subjects have a very important role for an accountant or a commerce professional. Courses inaugurated today are certificate course in taxation, where students can learn the taxation. Here the focus is more on practical aspects of the taxation, unlike in the academic learning here. Here we focus on the filing aspects of the income tax and GST. A student of taxation, even the student of BCom taxation will also benefit from this being more professional. Second program is certificate course in computerized accounting. Here the students are designated with the knowledge of tally, how to work in a practical environment. Both the courses are of 45 hours and experts will also engage in the lecture. We seek the help of chartered accountants and our chief guest CA Renjith, our Warrior, have promised to assist us in this new venture. Let me move on to my duty of welcoming this gathering. First of all, I welcome CA Renjith, our Warrior, Chairman, Ernakulam branch of SIRC of Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, also partner Ramachandran and Associates, Kochi, for accepting our invite. He is such a friendly personality. Without any hesitation, he accepted our invitation. I, on behalf of St. Albert's College Autonomous, Department of Commerce, and all gathered here, welcome you to this gathering. Another special person who makes this occasion great is the presence of our Vice Principal, Dr. Sabu MC. He is the head of the Department of Mathematics too, and the college has entrusted a lot of responsibilities on him. He has been a constant support for the department. When we started our department tax consultancy 2 years back, he was then being with us as a client of ours. Last year, through him, we could connect to some clients outside the college also. I take this opportunity to thank you for your constant support for us. On behalf of the Department of Commerce and all gathered here, I welcome you to this gathering.
Thank you, Jeffrey.
We are having Simi Miss HOD in charge of Department of Commerce afternoon. She is constantly doing all she can for the college and students. Ashwati KMS and Amrita Sandosh Miss, they are supporting for this certificate courses. And I welcome Simi Miss, Ashwati Miss, Amrita Miss, and colleagues, my dear colleagues who have joined this meeting. Last but not the least, the students who are joined here, who had joined for the course. It's not a one-time activity. We will continue these courses throughout. And the students can get more certification. While doing their graduation itself, they'll be able to acquire more certifications based on these areas. I welcome all my students to this gathering. Thank you all. God bless.
Thank you, sir. Sir Renjith Warrier, FCA, is the chairman of the Ernakulam branch of ICAI 2021-22. He is the co-founder trustee of Southern Charitable Trust, secretary of Nanma Foundation, founder trustee of Mission Better Tomorrow, finance controller at Swan Cricket Club, Ernakulam, co-founder of Spirit of Freedom India, based out of Belgium. He is also youngest member ever to be in the executive committee of Ernakulam Kshetra Kshema Samiti. During his term as secretary, ICAI has won All India Best Branch Award. He has addressed at least 25 forums on GST laws and have traveled across 22 countries so far. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much. Very warm good morning
on this fine Saturday morning to all the respected Vice Principal of the college, Dr. Sabu MC, HOD of Commerce Department, Jeffrey Johnson, and my dear students. Indeed, a great moment of pride, privilege, and happiness per se to be part of this initiative of St. Albert's College, where the students are going to be enlightened for the next 45 days or 45 for the duration of the course on various aspects of taxation and on various aspects of digital accounting. I should congratulate at the outset to the HOD and to the entire management of St. Albert's College for taking up this kind of an initiative. I'm not sure if it is the first of its kind for St. I personally believe that is going to immensely benefit the students and the student community at large. As all of us know, the taxation, the origin of taxation, the evolution of taxation per se in India, this is not something that is raised out of last few years. Probably the budget that you all hear be it from the State Department or from the state government of the KM Mani government or the UDF government, and later to the Thomas Isaac budget speech is not the face that we all see of. The evolution of taxation in India per se has been for over 2000 years, from, you might have noticed, from the Chanakya Nobel rule and to the Mauryas, and all of which of 300 BC that it has been originated with the various rulers or kingdom that has implemented this kind of a situation or this kind of an economy for the evolution, for the betterment of their own respective nations. Indian budget system perspective, if you have keenly noticed that all of us know the revenue or the receipts that is budgeted in the Indian economy is around approximately of 20 lakh crores, of which at least 16 or 17 crores is always allocated or allotted towards the revenue from taxation, be it GST or the indirect taxes or the direct taxes. And hence it has the thrust and the importance of taxation that Indian government solely runs on, the Indian economy solely runs on. And hence these kind of courses, I'm really sure that it is going to enlighten all our aspiring future accountants or from the commerce background, that will all help all of us in eventually being a partner to the nation building. Like I said, the impact and importance of GST or direct taxes, income taxes in the Indian economy is of tremendous value, the way in which all of the developments that you see around is shaped in. And so hence it is the importance that the accounting phase or the accounting angle has overnight changed into the computerized accounting, you call it, or you call it the digital accounting. Gone are the days when I used to start for my articleship days as chartered accountant student, that we used to have those thick ledger books of clients wherein we take a calculator, we take a pencil to tick, and then we go in detail into all the vouchers, accounting, make a trial balance using the calculator, and then from there evolves the ledger and the cash book, bank book, whatever it is, the financial statements. So gone are those days. I should tell you that the various softwares, the various kind of ease of applications that has come into face for the betterment of accounting sector per se, that we know that it is just a single entry that you need to enter into the system, and wherever it has to appear, it goes in directly there. For example, if we put in an entry of a sales or for a purchase of a product, it directly goes first into the trial balance and then into various ledger accounts. And no, it is the kind of evolution that we should all be equipped with, being of the commerce background, that I'm sure it is going to eventually help all of us in ease of doing our own businesses or doing our own delivering our own professional duties as chartered accountants or as accountants or as tax practitioners or people of commerce background. And hence as all of us know, in the earlier days, it is when that we were all called and we were all told or thought that the people who get lower marks in your 10th standard chooses commerce. And now the scenario has tremendously changed, where personally being part of certain management of schools, that I'm aware of the higher grade students who gets 95 plus percentage for their 10th standard or 12th standard comes focused, saying that I want commerce, I want this course, I want BCom, and all of which is under commerce. So that is the kind of change, and that is the kind of importance that the commerce stream is going to put in through to our world economy per se. And that we know the taxation of Indian system that we all handle, the kind of complications that we all handle under GST or income tax, whatever it is, it will eventually help us. For a matter of fact, that we all know that now there is taxation in UAE and there is taxation in the GCC countries. Saudi Arabia has implemented their VAT, UAE has implemented UAE VAT, Qatar is implementing soon, Muscat, Bahrain, all of their GCC countries, and in fact that is the kind of scope we also adds to, right? The kind of complicated taxation system that India goes through or we handle per se, it makes us really a cakewalk for people like us to be part of the taxation advisory or the taxation compliance computation including in GCC countries. So that is the kind of equipped that all of us are in this economy with the kind of exposure that we all get. HOD Jeffrin Johnson was also mentioning yesterday over the phone call that they are also venturing out into initiatives where chartered accountants or the accounting firms that help the students of St. Albert's College to give them a fresh exposure on various tax return filing of GST and income tax and all of the related forms and filings. And being the chairman of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India of Ernakulam branch this year, I should take this as a privilege to inform you all that in the institute is with each one of you to ensure that you get a decent, great exposure to all these filings, and I assure all my support in my capacity as the chairman. So it is with that the students is something that I always hold close to my heart. The various forums and trusts and foundations that I'm part of, detailing and ensuring for the better future of our students. Many of us, we are all very clear on the fact that 65% of the population in India are under the age group of 35, and hence the important role and responsibility that is on your shoulder. We see in India through you, right? We see the future of India through you, and it is in my humble urge that I request each one of you students out here to be evolved or be involved, in fact, in these kind of courses, in these kind of workshops, which is going to give huge, tremendous potential to not just for yourself as a career molding in itself, but as a building to a nation, okay, being partnering in building this nation, great nation of India. And I wish each one of you great success. I wish each one of you a great learning time through these courses. I once again appreciate the kind of efforts that the management is putting through to bringing you all, to helping you all mold your great future ahead. I'm just a phone call away for any of, as the chairman of the institute, I'm just a phone call away for any of your requests or anything that I can do of. Recently, we also had this great opportunity. I had this great opportunity to be part of the Commerce Society, Inauguration of Commerce Society of St. Teresa's College, where it is in fact a great thing for me also to be seeing and to be evidencing all of this, that all the colleges coming together with these initiatives. Trust me, on this 10 years down the lane, you are going to come back and thank your vice principal and HOD for giving you these kind of exposure. So once again, wishing each one of you great luck, great prosperity, and all of which comes only through sheer hard work. That is my humble request to each one of you youngsters out here. Let's all have a great time of learning in this course. Let me wish this course a very, very best and let it prosper and achieve what it had intended to. And I'm really glad and happy to be part of this. And with all your permission, I declare this certification course inaugurated. Thank you. Thank you so much. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Now I welcome Dr. Sabu MC, Vice Principal, St. Albert's College, Ernakulam, to facilitate the gathering.
Okay, thank you. Inaugural speaker of the day, Renjith R, Head of the Department, Jeffrey Johnson, course coordinators, staff members, and dear students. There was a time when a second class degree could have been enough for you to get a very good job. I remember our teachers during 80s and 90s, they used to get a very high second class or just a first class, but they used to teach very well and they have very good job also at that time. But slowly what happens is that the expectations from a graduate started to increase. And now if you compare, even a rank holder is not guaranteed anything in the job market. Even University Grants Commission, which actually controls our education system, have realized it, and in 2014, they started VO courses, vocational courses, to improve your skills. And later on, they started MVOC also, the PG courses for the vocational course. So that actually shows the importance of skill development. But students with other degrees like BA, BCom, and BSc, they need to compensate that skill part by some other methods so that they can be very competitive in the job market. That's why I believe the initiative taken by the Commerce Department is very, very important. These certificate courses in taxation and in computerized accounting will surely help the students to improve their skills and practical knowledge. One way I look at the taxation, students can surely come to know about computer application, and the computer application students can surely come to know more about taxation if they attend these certificate courses. And congratulations to the HOD and his team members for the initiative taken by them. But the students community, you will have to make use of this particular opportunity provided by your department so that you also become competitive in your fields. From the college side, I really appreciate the promise given by Renjith R. I hope that our students will be able to make use of it. Once again, congratulations to the department and students, and I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I welcome Sean Hendrickson of BCom Computer Application to deliver the vote of thanks.
Thank someone today for what they enhance to do our future. A very good morning to all. It gives me an immense pleasure to deliver.
Sean, sorry for the interruption. I feel like if any of our students are having any clarifications or anything to ask with the chief guest, we can have a Q&A right now. There can be some questions, or if anything like that, you could do it.
What degree or what course are the students part of? Participants today.
Right now we are having BCom Computer Application, BCom Taxation, also BCom Professional Accounting students are also there, and BCom Corporate students are also there, and the MCom students are also there. Yeah. MCom students are also
MCom students, very good. So it is my humble request to the students that the commerce, like I said before, the importance of commerce, the importance of taxation is tremendous. The opportunities that is waiting for you is even more great. As all of us know, after the invent of GST, that the scope, of course, the scope during the times of service tax and VAT and all of that had got tremendous value for all the tax practitioners, for all the chartered accountants, and now it has even more increased. With the GST coming in. The scope that is lying ahead for each one of you, the future that is waiting for each one of you is really great. And also I should, since you are all together in this common platform, it is also my request that an initiative, an idea that I would like to share is try and go for courses like chartered accountancy, where I'm again telling you the potential is huge. I just said, no, there is the VAT that has been implemented in the GCC countries. There is the MOU that is tied up with the Indian Chartered Accountants and Australian Chartered Accountants, where it is just one paper that you have to write to become an Australian Chartered Accountant. And similarly with England and Wales and several other countries that Institute of Chartered Accountants of India has an MOU with. So what I'm intending to say is that the acceptance that the Indian Chartered Accountant has across the globe is really immense, really immense. The taxation per se that I'm saying is we just recently celebrated the 161st income tax day it was on 24th of July, that I was also very proud to be part of. So I'm saying the evolution the taxation has brought in, especially in the Indian scenario, is going to give us all great scope and future. A lot of assignments waiting for each one of you out there. So if possible and to whatever extent possible, I'm urging our young participants today to go for courses like CA, CS, cost accounting, all of which is going to go for a paradigm shift, especially that you have a certification on computerized accounting, the digital accounting we call it, where the invent of there is artificial intelligence being used for auditing. There was an article recently in the Economic Times where it says that an audit which used to take 10 to 30 days, right, a 10 to 30 days assignment using a computer, using computer assisted technologies, can be completed in 3 to 5 minutes, right? So that is the kind of impact that technology is going to come into, and that is where chartered accountants or accountants per se is going to have huge. The combination of technology and the commerce and the taxation coming in together is a great combination, and hence the world is waiting for you with both hands. See, I'm part of some organizations and some WhatsApp groups and all, a part of those organizations where regularly I get or we see messages in those groups saying, I want accountant here, I want accountant here. Just pass ആയിട്ടുള്ള chartered accountants ആണെങ്കിലും BCom graduates ആണെങ്കിലും huge in demand. Everybody wants accountants and chartered accountants and auditors. So that is where the scope is. So my humble urge is finish your BCom or the respective course that you are going in through with utmost focus, ensuring that you also enjoy equally the college life, no doubt about it. It is all to be taken together, but have the bigger picture in your mind, have the bigger picture and work towards it. Maybe break your goals into short-term goals, no doubt. Immediately for your this thing is to finish your BCom or the respective courses that MCom that you are going through, no doubt. But definitely have the bigger picture in mind when you are approaching this. And let me tell you, your life is going to turn into a huge world of opportunities, huge world of opportunities. I should also once again tell you that the Institute of Chartered Accountants is ready with both the hands open to help each one of you, to help you gain your dreams, to achieve your dreams. We are truly there for you. Thank you. Back to you, HOD.
Sir, I have a small doubt.
Yes.
My question to you is, as you said that everything is digitally now, whatsoever you do is everything is digitally. So according to you, in the present scenario, what are the most important kind of job or vacancies available based on computerized accounting?
See, based on computerized accounting, accounting per se is just a thread that starts from the smallest of the organizations. All of us know, I'm sure, in all your courses and your curriculum, it is covered, where the different formats is proprietorship, partnership, a company, right? The three different, and then comes the LLP and private limited, all of which. What I'm saying is, even right from the smallest of the proprietors to the listed companies, everywhere the digital accounting era is followed. It is also because it is not just about the evolution of technology, but the small investment alone that can be made, and which is going to give you a great world of this thing. See, again, coming into digital accounting, the advantages of digital accounting that all of us know, it is not just about accounting. Trial balance ledger, and that is not the ease of it. The analysis of which, the comparison of which, like I said, the artificial intelligence that goes into it. See, being auditors, ഞങ്ങളെ സംബന്ധിച്ച് to go deep dive into various accounts or ledgers and all of which if technology can be of assistance to us, then it is nothing like it. It is nothing like it. See, any transaction, all of us know that in banks and all, now there is a limitation under Income Tax Act, where any deposit of above 50,000 rupees or 2 lakhs in certain cases will be sent notices with. See, all of this, let me tell you, there is no manual intervention at all. There is no manual. ഒരാളും അവിടെ ഇരുന്നിട്ട് നിങ്ങൾ 50,000 രൂപ ഇടുന്നുണ്ടോ 2 ലക്ഷം രൂപ ഇടുന്നുണ്ടോ എന്ന് നോക്കാൻ ഒരാളും ഇല്ല. It is completely computer driven. It is completely computer driven. അപ്പോൾ അതേപോലെയാണ് it is with income taxes. See, all of us know income tax notices and കാര്യങ്ങളൊക്കെ you might have learnt in your curriculum. See, gone are the days when an officer sits in an income tax office and goes through the accounts which says, oh, ഇയാൾക്ക് ഒരു നോട്ടീസ് അയക്കണം, ഇയാളുടെ അക്കൗണ്ട്സ് ശരിയാണെന്ന് തോന്നുന്നില്ല, he is not paid taxes. Gone are those days. Now it is completely technology driven, completely system driven, where there is no manual intervention at all. Any smallest of notice that you receive in income tax, GST at least evolve ചെയ്യുന്നതേ ഉള്ളൂ, but nonetheless in income tax, all of which is computer driven. In income tax, you might have noticed and heard, and probably is there in your curriculum, where this the new thing called e-proceedings that has come, the faceless assessment. A client example, or businessman or an assessee who is based out of Kochi can get notice from anywhere in the country. There is going to be zero jurisdiction. And a live example, you wouldn't believe the case of Adani. All of us know Adani, Ambani, Adani group in the income tax assessment has come to an officer in Palakkad sitting here. So what I'm saying is there is no jurisdiction anymore. It is all computer driven. It is all faceless. It is all faceless. ഇനി നമ്മൾ ഒരു ഫയലും കൊണ്ട് ഇൻകം ടാക്സ് ഓഫീസിൽ പോയി ഇരുന്നിട്ട് നമ്മുടെ പോയിന്റ് ക്ലിയർ ചെയ്യുന്ന ആ കാലം കഴിഞ്ഞു. There is no more of those times now. Now it is all strictly in front of the computer. Like this, you will be going for a hearing where it is also recorded in front of a system, and your officer sitting on the other side, maybe somebody in Kashmir or maybe somebody in Karnataka, wherever, we have no idea of it. And then you present your case, you upload whatever documents you want to. So what I'm saying, coming back to the question, is that the opportunities lies tremendous. See, analytical skills, when it comes to, and together with the technology, the scope, the horizon, the avenues widens for all of us. So അങ്ങനെ ഒരു ലിമിറ്റേഷൻ ഉണ്ടെന്ന് ഞാൻ ഒരിക്കലും വിചാരിക്കുന്നില്ല. ഇപ്പൊ ബീയിങ് പാർട്ട് ഓഫ് ഈവൺ എ സ്മോൾ ഓർഗനൈസേഷൻ ഓഫ് മൈ ഓഡിറ്റ് ഫേം രാമചന്ദ്രൻ അസോസിയേറ്റ്സ് എന്നിട്ട് എനിക്ക് ഇപ്പോഴും എനി ടൈം യു ഗിവ് മി അക്കൗണ്ടൻസ് ഐ വാണ്ട് ദം. സോ വാട്ട് ഐ എം സെയിങ് ഇസ്, എൻ്റെ നമ്മുടെ ഒരു ചെറിയൊരു ഫേം ആയിട്ട് തന്നെ ഇതാണ് സിറ്റുവേഷൻ. So imagine the kind of larger firms which are in the city or which are in the state or which are in the country. At 24/7 you ask me, I need an accountant. So that is how it is. So there is a great scope right from the basic level to the listed companies. So totally not. And also telling about scope, see, Ernst & Young, PwC, KPMG, see, they have all now ventured into something called as a global shared space, where they take accounts of clients in UAE or Europe or US. Accounting work they come and deliver it here. So there is this outsourced accounting that is happening, and now that is also an equally great trend and opportunity that is there for accountants. So again, there also it is completely computer driven. US client accounts Keralathil Kakanada GSS office. So that is how it is. So there is absolutely no question about the opportunities.
Sir,
I hope I have answered. Yeah.
sir, what is the, like, is there any further eligibility for being a tax practitioner, or like?
There is something called as a TRP. You might have come across, tax return preparers, where there is a small, there is no eligibility criteria per se. A BCom graduate, a commerce graduate is eligible, but there is a certificate that you have to attain from the department, of which I think there's a small test also now. Earlier there never used to be anything. There is a small examination, but which is purely primarily, to be frank, absolutely not a tough one at all. But what I'm saying is, why do you want to get restricted to being a tax practitioner when you have the good opportunity of being a professional itself, being a chartered accountant, cost accountant, company secretary? When you have that kind of a world waiting for you, why do you want to restrict to being a small-time practitioner? So anyway, the point one of your question is there is absolutely no problem, and there is no other formality, a big formality for being a TRP. But my second part to it and continuation to it is don't restrict to being a TRP.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So,
Yes.
what made you too attracted to CA?
Good question. In fact, I am a second generation chartered accountant. My father is a 40-year-old chartered accountant in practice. Of course, right from my smaller and younger days, I've had that in my blood, I think. As in, every time you see him, every time you talk to him, you are always accustomed to this kind of an atmosphere of this, where he is a chartered accountant, he's got clients coming. The discussion always revolved around taxation and accounting and things like that. It has been in my mind, no doubt about it. See, but let me tell you something. Having a chartered accountant, being part of a CA family, is not just about it. Point one is definitely you have to have a passion or a drive towards it, no doubt about it. And the second, one second. So sorry about it. Yeah, the second thing to which is that, see, a course like CA definitely needs hard work. There's no doubt about it. No, I'm saying it is not just about CA. For any good course or for any good opportunities that you want to be part of, there is definitely a hard work part that goes behind it. CA definitely has a 2 years or 3 years of hard work that is to be put about it. But after which I'm telling you, the world is, you will never have to look back. You will never have to turn back and look for opportunities. There are easier courses that you might have heard of. I don't want to name any of it. There are these easier courses where you can easily qualify and easily finish off in 1 year or 2 years time. It is not at all tough. You should also think after the course. You should always, when you choose a professional course or when you choose a professional career, you should always see the bigger picture. 2 വർഷം നമ്മൾ CA പോലത്തെ ഒരു കോഴ്സിൽ എഫേർട്ട് ഇട്ട് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ then your rest of the life is assured and settled. And when you go into the other side, 2 years കൊണ്ട് ഈസി ആയിട്ട് ക്ലിയർ ചെയ്യാവുന്ന ഒരു കോഴ്സിലേക്ക് പോയാൽ then the rest of your life, what would you do? There is also a question towards it. So yes, coming back to the point, I definitely knew the kind of scope and the future that was waiting ahead after I qualify my CC. I've never been good in my studies. I should be very open when I'm telling you this. I've never been good in my studies. I've just been an average student, 70%, 75%. That was the average that I used to score. So in അങ്ങനത്തെ ഒരു കുട്ടി, as in being of that kind of a background in terms of academics, and if I can qualify to be a chartered accountant, I'm sure each one of you can. Each one of you. And chartered accountancy is not a course where you need great academic skills and all. It is purely about dedication and hard work. This is what I believe, and I am truly an example of that, I should tell you.
Okay, so thank you.
Hello, sir. I'm an MCOM student. So, how many papers should we do? How many papers should we write to become a qualified CA accountant?
CA course, yes, I get it. CA course, if you have all known about it, it is a 3-layer course. The first is foundation, then comes intermediate, and then it is final. Okay, the foundation is 4 subjects, 4 papers. Intermediate is another 4 plus 4, 8 papers, and then again final is also 8 papers. So it is divided into 3, and in between there is something called as an articleship, where you have to train under a chartered accountant for 2.5 years on a practical structure of learning that you are going through. So then it is altogether 8 plus 8 plus 4 is the examination that you have to go through. But all of you all being from BCom and MCom background, you don't have to go through your foundation course anymore, right? So you straight away go into your intermediate and then the final. So it is this 16 papers that you have to finish with. But I'm telling you, for a foundation, for a BCom and for an MCom graduate students, the foundation part is going to be an extended version of what you have already learned. So there is no new, much of new learning that happens. It is the foundation that you have already gone through and finished in your BCom and MCom career. And then it is the next step of what you have already studied. So intermediate, I think, should be cakewalk for majority of you. It is just that little effort that you have to take for your final. So altogether, for all of you all, I think it is 8 papers maximum that you have to go through.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Any more questions? Okay, Sean, over to you.
Yes, sir. Thank someone today for what they do to enhance the future. A very good morning to all. It gives me an immense pleasure to deliver the vote of thanks for this event. I would like to thank Mr. CA Renjith R. Warrior, Chairman Ernakulam branch of SIRC of ICAI, who honored this function with his motivational words. I would also like to thank Dr. Sabu MC, Vice Principal, St. Albert's College, Ernakulam, also Mr. Jeffrey Johnson, HOD in charge of Commerce Department, and Sini Xavier, HOD in charge of Commerce Department, Evening Batch, and other faculty members. Not last but not the least, all students of St. Albert's College for their kind and patient listening. Thank you and have a wonderful day ahead.
Thank you all.